relief.
I'm so glad I passed! It's all thanks to hard work. Oh my. Just one small girl who's gone astray has caused all this. We cannot let this stand. You must do all you can to find out where she's gone. Now ask around to see what information you can find. Come now, no time to waste. I guess I have to let you in to prove it, don't I? There, see? No one's in Bernie's room but Bernie. Maybe Flame just wanted to be alone for a while. Have you considered that? Come to think of it, where is her room anyway? Sorry. There, maybe come to think of it.
Let's see.
Professor! No.
Hey there, Professor. Did you want to talk?
I was thinking.
Professor!
The whole monastery has been turned upside down. I wonder if we're still going to have the Battle of the Eagle and Lion next month. It's a yearly tradition, but with things the way they are right now, it's hard to imagine. At any rate, I hope they find Flame soon.
Hey, a beautiful, delicate maiden vanishing into thin air? It is like something out of a book. If it were a book, we would have no need to worry. She would be rescued presently by a dashing nobleman. Do you have any idea as to where she might be? Where she might have wandered off to? The greenhouse. I did not think of that. How could you... Oh, well.
I hope Flane isn't... Now that I think about it, I saw Aloise hanging out by the pond not too long ago. He was always getting into trouble for trying to talk to Flane, you know? It's probably a crazy thought, but I'm starting to worry. Good to see you. I was just on my... Now he was all... It's probably... That isn't my...
Professor!
Ah, you're looking for Flane's kidnapper. I can't say anything for sure, but I do have suspicions about Yuritsa. There's something about how he's handling his blade lately. It seems more impulsive than usual. It couldn't hurt to try speaking with him at least. At this hour, I think you'll find him sparring with Catherine at the training grounds.
Huh? Ow! Ingrid just about slapped the teeth out of my head. All I did was suggest that Flane might have eloped. Insensitive. I was just exploring possibilities.
Flane? No, I haven't seen her. She's been abducted. Oh, you're looking for her. Sorry, my mind was somewhere else. I just recently learned she has a crest. Did you know that, Professor? If it was a particularly rare crest, I could imagine Professor Hanneman would have quite an intense interest in her. Oh, no, I'm not accusing Professor Hanneman of abducting Flane. That's not my... Huh? However,
Hello.
Hey, I don't know if she ran off or got kidnapped or what. I just know that Flane's in trouble. That's it. I can't keep sitting around. I gotta go find her. Now, where do I start? Hey, Professor. No? I don't... That's it. Now, where do I... What's this?
Hello.
To think that Flane would disappear like this. Sedith must be worried sick. I haven't much to go off of, and perhaps it's out of line for me to feel so uncomfortable. But something has been bothering me for a while about Gilbert. I feel as though I've met him somewhere before. I also noticed him staring intently at Annette once.
No.
Professor? Greetings, Professor. Today, there is quite a bit to report. There is a masked individual who has been going into town every evening and not returning until the following morning. You see? Nothing gets past this guard. I doubt it has anything to do with Flane's disappearance, but... well, better safe than sorry, I always say.
What brings you here? I'm taking a break. Working hard. I can assist with any tasks or help with your students. On it. I'm available anytime I'm not on a mission with the Knights. What brings you here? It's not mine.
Professor.
This might be the first time I've ever seen Setith look so worn down. If poor Flame was lured away by anyone, I personally think the clear suspect is that miscreant from Dusker. Those people are deceptive by nature.
Young Flame's disappearance is most troubling. What? Who would suspect me? You know what? I'll tell you who. A fool, that's who. Flame's crest, the major crest of Sethlene, is rare, but there are others who possess it. I'm not.
If Flame has been taken hostage, then we know she is alive. At least for now. There would be no point to abducting her if simple murder was the objective. That's only logical, Professor.
Professor!
I can't believe Flame just disappeared. I don't like it one little bit. Oh, are you here to see someone? Alois and Shamir and all the knights are gonna head into town soon. I don't know who... I don't know... This is from...
Whoa, I can only imagine how worried Setith must be, but isn't mobilizing the entire Order of Knights a bit excessive? I was originally assigned to investigate those reports of the Death Knight in the town near Garreg Mach. When I think how many more victims that dastard might claim while we're all busy searching for Flame. I'm sorry, that was insensitive. We're all under a lot of stress right now. It's important that we find her quickly.
Let's see.
There have been a lot of rumors swirling around lately about a Death Knight who kidnaps people from the nearby town. You don't think Flame was, you know, do you? Whether the rumors are true or not, I just hope our Flame is safe. A lost...
What is it? Is something the matter? I see. So, Flame has gone missing. I will do what I can to support the search.
Right.
Professor! Professor! I saw him. A knight wielding a gigantic scythe. He was just like the rumors say, all covered in jet black armor. It was the Death Knight. I just know it. You don't think he has something to do with Flame's disappearance, do you?
Hey,
Professor, have you seen Manuela? I saw her running off somewhere in a terrible hurry. I wonder if it has anything to do with Flane's disappearance. Do you know, Professor? Oh, yes. Didn't you know? She was the senior diva in our opera company. I do find you... Hey, I wonder if it has any... Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Flane was child-napped. That is what you are thinking? And the villain is inside our monastery? I must have admittance. One person has been catching my eye. Shamir is a knight not like other knights. Her movements are being reminders of... No. They remind me of warriors of Brigid. Before she was here, what was she getting up to? This is not... This is... Training has given me... But... Do you really think Flane was kidnapped?
I have a feeling you're right.
We really need to find her, and quickly. Did you... Oh, my...
Professor, I've only ever spoken to Flane a handful of times. She always seems so naive about the ways of the world. I'm worried about her. Yes, I'm afraid so. I just hope she comes home safe. Ah, Professor, I'd like to... She always... Some... Flane? No, I haven't seen her. She's been abducted. Oh, you're looking... If it was a... Oh, no. That's not... That's not...
Hello.
If Flane were taken hostage, I expect we would have received demands from the culprit by now. Perhaps this is not a kidnapping at all. Do you suppose she could have simply run away? What could it be then? What possible motive could there be to abduct her? It would seem it's a shame. If Flane
Where could Flane have gone? Do you think she's really been kidnapped? I hear Tomas has been going around asking about her. But he's probably just worried like the rest of us. Though it wasn't just Flane. He was asking about you and Captain Gerald, too. Hey, I know I'm in a... Where could... I hear... But he's... Though it wasn't... Yeah. Someone lost.
Let's see.
Flane is missing. We should split up and search for her. There isn't a moment to waste. We must find her before it's too late.
Flane's gone missing. Where could she be? If it were an ordinary kidnapping, you'd think there'd be a demand for ransom or something by now. I don't like the sound of this.
I bet Flane ran away. She couldn't stand being held back by Sedith any longer. I can empathize. I know what it's like to have an overbearing big brother. Oh, you've never seen, never profess, but if hello.
I've served here at Garrick Mach in some capacity or another for several decades now. But after all that time, even I can't claim to know everything about the layout. Searching the entire interior of the monastery is a more difficult task than you may think. It makes you wonder who designed such a titanic compound. There are fragments of records remaining from its original construction, but none of them name an actual architect.
Dear Goddess, hear my prayer. Please watch over Flame. Please protect her. May I ask a favor? What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? Oh, Professor, excuse.
Need something? See you again soon.
Perhaps.
That's right.
Professor, have you still not found any leads regarding Flane's whereabouts? I have looked everywhere. Not even the knights on guard have seen anything of note. Yes. Let us work together. It reassures me to have you by my side. May the goddess protect dear Flane until she returns to us.
Huh?
What brings you here? Is this about Flane? You find me suspicious. I was somewhere else, fighting. Is that a problem? I understand that I don't fit in among the Knights of Seiros, but that hardly links me to Flane's disappearance. It's not mine. It's not mine.
Hey there, Professor. What? Me? Abduct Flame? You can't really believe I did that. Well, this may sound silly, but I was too scared to even look. I couldn't bear the thought of finding her in its depths.
Professor!
Did you hear about Flame? It's just one thing after another this year, I swear. Some of the lower-ranked knights are searching for her in the town. If they find anything, I'll know. What? Yuritsa? Come to think of it, I haven't seen him today. What would make you suspect him? I see. Well, I'll let the knights know.
I hope you're up for a challenge.
Anyway, I heard something like this happened last year, too. Neither the culprit nor the missing student were ever found last time. Some people say it was the work of evil spirits. I thought the same. Could there be a connection? Hey.
Reflecting on it now, Flame has always seemed a rather odd person. She appears young, yet there's something about her that seems much older than her years suggest. And she's quite wise, but also surprisingly naive. You might be right. Whatever the case, Sedith seems to care for her more than anything. Yes, I'm actually reflecting. What? Well...
That is all I can ask. Please, lend me your aid. She would never have left the monastery of her own volition. Why is there not a trace of her to be found?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Because of Flayn's disappearance, all of the Knights are searching non-stop. But we haven't found a single lead. Sedith's face is getting paler by the minute. It's hard to watch. What's that? You're looking for Manuela? Well, I did pass by her earlier. She was carrying something. A mask of some sort. I'm not close to the guy, so I can't say for sure. But come to think of it, you could be right.
Miss Flayn's whereabouts are unknown. Pray she is safe. We do not seem to have any leads at present. I am one of the suspects, am I? Well, hopefully I can lay your suspicions to rest. Do you know of my, let's call it, unique situation? I was once a knight, in service to the Fargus royal family. If Ingrid believes she saw me before, it was likely in Ferdiad, the kingdom capital. Annette is... she is my... But no. I would appreciate it, Professor, if you would ask no more. No, that... No. 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 No.
Practice yields...
I can't believe Flayn. Oh, Alois and... I don't know. I don't... Thanks, Professor.
There have been... You don't think... A lost I... A lost... A lost...
Professor? What is it? Is something the matter? I see. I will do what I can. It seems that you are a bit suspicious of me. Might I ask your reasons? I was away from the monastery for a few years, but do not forget. I have spent more than 4 decades in total working here at Garrick Monastery. Yet it was not until recently that I learned that Sedith has a sister. It is only natural to be curious, don't you think? I assure you, there is nothing more to it than that.
There isn't a...
Let's see.
I've heard the monastery is full of secret passages. If there is no sign of Flane's departure, it is possible that she used one of those. Whatever has happened, I hope she is all right. That is not... That is not... That is
When I consider how Seteth must be feeling, my heart breaks. We must find... There are no signs of her having left the monastery, but we cannot safely rule out any possibility just yet. I'm wasting precious time standing about trying to think of a solution. I'll survey the monastery and see what information I can gather. There must be someone who has a clue as to Flane's whereabouts. Will you do me a favor? Lost item. Lost. Oh, thank you. Thanks for your help. What? Professor Manuela ran off with Professor Euritsa's mask? I have a bad feeling about this. Professor Euritsa will be at the training grounds or his quarters. I believe the latter can be found on the eastern side of the Knight's Hall.
Good evening, Professor. Returning from work, I take it? I commend you for working so late into the evening. All of my days at the Academy are enriching thanks to you. Try not to overtax yourself, all right? I'm concerned for your health. We wouldn't want you to wear yourself out. The goddess won't smite you if you rely on others for help, you know. Listen here, Professor. You might not like what I'm about to say. To be perfectly honest, I had my doubts when I first met you. At first, I thought you seemed too young to be a professor. It is unusual, you have to admit. Yet you seemed very composed and mature despite your age. You're strong-willed, encouraging, and you go to great lengths to ensure that everyone is cared for. But it almost feels like you're trying too hard to be a perfect role model for your students. If that's how you feel, then I can't disagree. But I think it's necessary to give yourself a break every now and again. The mind has a tendency to make mistakes when you've exhausted yourself. In my case, I still seem to make mistakes even when I'm wide awake. Oh, you know, I'm always mixing up the dates for drills or misplacing things. Just the other day, I forgot to put on my uniform and headed out to practice wearing only my... well, you can imagine how embarrassed I was. My mind can be so scattered sometimes. Anyway, where was I? Ah, that's right. What I'm trying to say is that you shouldn't push yourself too hard. If you do, you might end up in a pretty bad place. That reminds me, is there anything I can do to assist you, Professor? If it's all right with you, I'd like to help in any way I can. Whatever you need, just say the word. I look forward to helping you out.